At Creative Arts Guild in Dalton, the Sculpture Garden is the star this weekend. That's where the Guild's Art and Soul celebration takes place on Saturday starting at 11 a.m., coinciding with International Sculpture Day. Amanda Brown is the Guild's executive director. Cindy McCreery is an artist and chair of Art and Soul. Amanda, Cindy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Amanda, tell us about Art and Soul.
Art and Soul is our annual springtime event. It kind of kicks off the event season at the Creative Arts Guild, and it's always celebrated on International Sculpture Day. And Art and Soul is a fundraiser for all of our arts and education programs and our sculpture garden, and it includes a sculpture stroll highlighting some of our beautiful collection pieces, our permanent collection. It includes lunch and drinks and opportunities to win raffle packages, guided tours of the Robert T. Webb Sculpture Garden, and there will be gallery exhibits by the Civic Arts League and Lisa Denny, and live music by the Adam Stone Quartet.
Cindy, tell us more of what people will see there.
This is the 22nd year that we have had a fundraiser for the Arts and Education program at the Creative Arts Guild, and we just try to make it a fun event. We have many raffle packages, and that has been a lot of fun to get these packages together this year. We have a culinary arts experience that will be raffled off, outdoor glamping experience, and during the event, we have an elevated luncheon experience with food prepared by Cyrus. Just wonderful this year.
And Amanda, this supports the education programs there at the Guild. Tell us more about those.
One of our biggest and most important partnerships we have at the Creative Arts Guild is the one we have with the Owen Jonas Foundation, the Owen Jonas Memorial Foundation. And that provides artists and residents partnerships and programs for all of our area schools, alternative learning centers, providing that can be everything from a performance that goes in, so from performing artists or hands-on in smaller groups, artists that work in the classrooms with the students. And kind of the goal that we have in this partnership is that every single student is provided an opportunity and experience in the arts, regardless of their socioeconomic background. In addition to the partnership we have with the Owen Jonas Foundation, we have our own education programs here in visual arts and dance and culinary arts and music and literary arts and theater as well. The funds also provide scholarships to all those programs. So again, every student of all ages, I'll point out, in our own programming, we have education opportunities, 18 months old all the way through adult and all the children at heart. Then we also have a lot of outreach programs that provide arts out in the community in different settings for any of our educational purposes. This fundraiser raises funds for all of those programs, and education is one of our central pillars for our overall mission. So it's a really important aspect for our organization.
And each of you talk about the experience of the garden, not just for an event like this, but year round.
We have a collection. It is a permanent collection of works. It is free and open to the public 365 days a year, all hours of the day. It's called the Robert T. Webb Sculpture Garden. It incorporates over 70 works now. We have one of the largest collection of works created by female sculptors. That's kind of unique to our collection. So the work itself and the artists are both very diverse in their backgrounds and aesthetic and all of that. We also have the artists themselves are from a very large variety of cultural backgrounds. So a lot of that can be reflected in the works. And we have everything from figurative pieces to very abstract and contemporary pieces as well. So we really feel like the garden is meant to have a piece that everyone can relate to, and then also offer pieces that may challenge the individual's ideas of what art might be and how they might receive it. And each one has a beautiful story. And I will add the curator, Robert T. Webb himself, he does the majority of the placement of these pieces. And I think how you place them in relationship to each other does a lot to change the perspective of the viewer to the work. So I really enjoy personally leading people through the sculpture garden and sharing some of those intentions, because I think if you understand the tensions or the process of the artist behind, you may relate to a work of art that you may not have before.
And some of these pieces have been in other collections prior to coming here. Many of them have interesting stories. I recall one was on a rooftop in Canada. They found it in the middle of winter. So there are many interesting stories that go with these pieces.
That is absolutely true, yes.
And the 24/7 has to do with the telephone access to the information
Right.
about the sculptures.
Yes, we will be offering a sculpture stroll with kind of just we're calling it a tasting a little bit of the garden, because we won't go through every piece in detail, but just enough to kind of whet the palate and provide, maybe offer an interest for someone who may not have noticed the garden before, and an invitation to come back. And if you come back at any time, we do have a guide by sell program. While we have a beautiful brochure and pamphlet that leads you through the garden, the guide by sell program allows you to dial in some numbers and listen to an audio description of each of the pieces. So we really try to make it accessible for everyone at any time of the day, whether they're just coming to enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning, to walk their dogs in the evening, or if they really are coming for a very valuable arts experience.
And for people who want more information on all of this, where can they go online?
Visit us at creativeartsguild.org.
All right. Amanda, Cindy, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for helping us.